My name is Sherman Gillums Jr. I'm married to Tammy Gillums. We have a son, McKinley, who's a vibrant 6-year-old. He's the little brother of 4 girls and a big brother, and a blessing to all of us. I did several jobs in the Marine Corps. One of the most intense assignments I had was as a Marine drill instructor at Parris Island, where we make Marines. And I can't think of a more alpha male, type A personality, atmosphere, and culture than in that role. I felt like this is who I am. I'm this intense Marine. When I was injured and I had to get out, I think I'd lost a sense of myself. Suffering a spinal cord injury is uniquely devastating because it attacks every function of your body. When I was able-bodied, I couldn't imagine what it felt like to be paralyzed. The detachment and the depression and all those things become part of what the caregiver has to endure.
My name is Tammy, and I'm a mom. I'm also a caregiver for my husband. I'm also a veteran who served in the U.S. Army.
Well, McKinley is the biggest joy I could have expected. He came post-injury, but when he came into the world, it changed all of our lives. For McKinley, watching me get into the chair every day, he watches me solve problems. He becomes a part of that problem solving. I attribute that in many ways to how our family has to get through the day. We have to do things a bit differently.
My family likes to help each other a lot. Sometimes when we go down the elevator, sometimes I hop on and like you press the top button to go up and you press the down button to go down. It feels good to help.
This is our routine. Daily activities caring for someone with a spinal cord injury is a lot of physical work, as far as getting them dressed in the morning, putting on shoes, socks.
Just the fact that he learned to button my shirt at the same time he's learning to button his own, there's an empathy there, because when they see someone else in a wheelchair, maybe another child at their school who's disabled in some way, it goes beyond sympathy because they live with a person who they know can do great things, and they see it done in a different way, and what it does, it stretches their imagination.
To the beat. Say it to the beat.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Come on.
It's hard being a caregiver, just for a caregiver in general, especially for me because I'm a combat veteran. I have PTSD, so there are times where I'm just not having a good day. Sometimes Sherman recognizes that I need a break, and he'll grab the kids and say, hey, let's go out so that I can just have some quiet time at home. So there's some days where he's my caregiver, and then there's days when I'm his caregiver.
My biggest tool in the toolbox is Tammy. Her abilities, her understanding are exactly what I needed to help me do the things that I do every day.
Sherman is there for me. He introduced me to a lot of different foundations that offer support for caregivers. I see a few therapists that I can talk to on a one-on-one basis. I have a psychologist that I do talk therapy with that I see bi-weekly. I have a psychiatrist that administers the medication, and then I have a second psychologist that I do neurobiofeedback with. And just kind of get coping skills, just to get out how I'm feeling, get whatever's on the inside out. Everyone has different triggers from being in crowds, loud noises, certain smells, and having a service dog, kind of grounds me, and I know that he's always there for me so that I can be the caregiver that I need to be for Sherman. McKinley loves my service dog. He helps a whole lot at home as far as feeding. He helps make sure the dog has water in the bowl. And he knows that the dog has a job. So he's become acclimated to what it's like having a service dog in the home. And he educates everyone about service dogs.
Okay, here we go. I'm jumping off the diving board today, Jabari told his dad. Really, said his dad. Hope can get you through a lot. It got me through a lot. especially if you've got something to live for, like your children, like my wife. She essentially is an extension of me. It takes 10 times longer to do it alone than with the help of a caregiver. So her hands are very important because they replace my hands in many ways. So she was very critical to helping me establish a mindset where I could do just about anything. Trust the process, trust the recovery, trust the care, trust that somebody came out of what seems like an impossible circumstance right now. Turned out to be a pretty great journey because it made me an advocate for people who are gonna go through that same process. I decided I wanted to help veterans who are in my situation, so I became an advocate 16 years ago to bring a message, to speak for people who have no voice. That became my life's work, and that's what I do today.
A lot of families adjust to a new normal. It's good to have a support network that understands you because you're very unique and understands what you're going through.
It does bond us as a family because now it becomes us versus the problem. Can't imagine doing this without him.